All right, this is Middle Class Matt from don'tbuythehype.blogspot.com, and I am Sports Genius. I proved it last week. NFL Week 9, 12 of 14 right. 12 wins, only 2 losses. And I passed or surpassed the 2 guys I pick against are some of the best in the business. Cris Collinsworth and Phil Simms. I pick against them directly. I beat both of them last week with 12-2, and then I passed them for the year. I am now 86 wins and only 46 losses. So I'm doing good with the picks. I was listening to some great music before I got on the video. If you want to check it out, check me out on Twitter. My Twitter account's right down there. Check out some real music. I like to do a little bit of entertainment along with sports, so check that out. But first game, Thursday night, Indianapolis at Jacksonville. Now, if this was at Indianapolis, it'd be a no-brainer because they play well at home. But in this situation, with Jacksonville, being the home team, it's a little in doubt, but I'm still going to Indianapolis. Andrew Luck's the real deal. If you think that RG3 or Cam Newton, some of the recent high draft picks that were drafted at quarterback, if you think they're at the level of Andrew Luck, you don't know football, and you need to listen more to Middle Class Matt. Andrew Luck's the real deal. He's the next elite quarterback. His football IQ is out of this world. His quarterback's coach actually said he has a better football IQ. It was either his quarterback's coach or his offensive coordinator, one of the two. Said even a higher IQ than Peyton Manning. That's hard to believe, but if it's close, he's going to be good. So I'm taking Indianapolis in this game, even though I'd be more comfortable if they were home. 30-20, Indianapolis. Then the Giants at Cincinnati. Now the Cincinnati Bengals are at home, so this could give them a chance to pull an upset. The Giants lose games they're not supposed to all the time. Just sort of baffles logic, losing at home and then beating really good teams like the 49ers on the road. So it's hard to pick, but I'm going to go with the Giants, a safe pick, 31-24, Giants win. Tennessee at Miami. Miami's played well this year, especially for not having an abundance of talent. Joe Pillman's done a great job with this team. I think he's got the real personality it takes to be a coach, which is a boring personality. It might surprise people, but the more boring you are, usually the more attention to detail, the more like Belichick, Nick Saban. I like Joe Pillman's personality, and I'm going to take Miami in this one. Thought they were going to win last week, one of my only 2 losses, but Miami's at home. I'm going to have them 31-23 over a very mediocre, even maybe less than mediocre team, Tennessee Titans. So that's Miami 31-23. Detroit at Minnesota. This is a tough one. Minnesota's a pretty good team, but Percy Harvin, I believe, is not going to be in this game. They are at home. I'm going to take it in a fairly close game, 1 score. Detroit has really, sort of found their groove and been able to, Stafford's been able to distribute the ball to different weapons other than Megatron. So 27-20, Detroit Lions over the Minnesota Vikings. Buffalo at New England. New England wins this game 38-27. It's an easy win for New England. They've been playing really well of late. Atlanta at New Orleans. Now this is a great one to pick an upset. New Orleans is coming on. We know Breeze is one of the best in the business. They're used to going to Atlanta. They're not scared of the Falcons. They've owned them over the last few years. And not necessarily head-to-head matchups, but they've been the better team of the division. They've won a Super Bowl, so they're a veteran team. They're not scared of the Falcons one bit, even though they're 8-0. But I'm still going to take the Falcons in a really close one, 31-28. I almost made it 31-30 because I really think it's going to be a close game. And I would not be surprised if New Orleans pulls the upset, but I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons. San Diego at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's been playing real well, but I think, and they're at home, but I think it's going to be a closer game than people think. The Chargers are desperate. They know that if they don't win, that North Turner's going to get fired. They've been saying that all these years. They bail them out, so they're going to play well. But I still think they're going to have to do the west to east coast travel. Tampa Bay's been playing well. 27-24, Tampa Bay. Denver at the Panthers. Now this would be another good game to pick an upset for the Panthers to win. They have a very good defense. Cam's been doing enough. They're limiting him. They're making him. They're not opening up the playbook like they do to Andrew Luck and just saying, "Look, take over." They're saying we're going to give Cam baby steps and let him. And so by managing him, the Panthers are a better team. But Denver has a really good offense, and they have a good defense as well, pretty good defense as well. And I think the Panthers, who have trouble covering, are going to have trouble covering the wide receivers. And so even though I think they might be able to keep them in check, I can see Denver hitting them with some deep balls, some big plays. They also have ability to run the ball at Denver. So I'm going to take Denver in this game on the road, 28-23, a little closer than maybe some people think. Would not be surprised if Carolina wins that game, though. Oakland at Baltimore. Baltimore has had some troubles. They have not looked like the defense of old. They do have some of their players back, even though they've suffered some injuries. I think they're going to be getting things together and regrouping. Oakland is not the best team. They're at Baltimore, so 26-17, Baltimore wins this one easily. The New York Jets at Seattle. This is kind of a toss-up game, but they're at Seattle. The Jets have struggled. Seattle's played pretty well all year, and their quarterback is, learning the game and becoming more experienced as he goes, Russell Wilson. So I'm going to put them at 23-17 in a low-scoring defensive battle between the two. Plus, Seattle has the ability to put immense pressure on the quarterback, and that always gives Sanchez problems, especially with the offensive line being not so hot in New York. Dallas at Philly. This is a tough game to pick. Two lousy teams. It's like, who's going to play the least lousy? And it's at Philly, so that makes it even tougher. But I say Dallas is going to go in there. It's a division rival. They're used to playing there. I don't think Dallas is a bad team. I think they've underperformed and haven't been managed correctly, and their players have underproduced. So I think they get it together. Philly looks really bad right now. They really kind of know maybe their season's over. But, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Philly wins, especially at being at home. But I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys 27-23 in a pretty close matchup. St. Louis Rams at the 49ers. I have San Francisco winning this game 30-16. They're at home. They're going to be tough to beat. St. Louis is a pretty good defense, but I think they'll be able to hit them with a balanced attack. Houston at Chicago. I have Chicago winning 24-20. These two good defensive teams. There probably won't be a whole lot of points scored, maybe even less than what my score indicates. But Chicago's at home. They've been playing well. I picked Chicago to be the elite team of their division. I actually picked them to win their division over the Packers preseason. I saw them winning 12 games. They'll probably do that and some. And then Kansas City at Pittsburgh. I have Pittsburgh winning this game 35-17. Shouldn't be any problem at the Steel City. So this is Middle Class Matt. I'll check you next time. And check out all my NFL videos. Check out go back and look at my predictions. And check out all the football videos I have on this site. And please subscribe. See you next time.